Hey guys, it's Austin. So today is October 22nd, 2025, and today I am going to be doing my 10 favorite presidents of the United States. Now, some of these are from one of my favorite YouTubers, Mr. Beat. You can follow him on YouTube, as I said, on August 21st. So here we go. Here are my top 10 presidents of all time. Number 10, James Madison. This may be a surprise to many of you because I don't talk about him much. Madison led us through the War of 1812, and I can thank him for that. Sure, he may have been a fool when he went to war against the British, but I can forgive him for that. Number 9, John F. Kennedy. Kennedy led us through the Cuban Missile Crisis. I can forgive him for the Bay of Pigs. Everything else was wonderful. Now, he didn't last long in office. You may already know that he was assassinated on November 22nd, 1963, but he was working for civil rights, which his vice president, Lyndon Johnson, later passed the Civil Rights Act after Kennedy's death. We shall go to the moon. Yes, fired up. Number 8, Ronald Reagan. Inflation has gone down. That's how people felt during his presidency. He defeated Jimmy Carter on November 8th, 1960. No, it wasn't 8th. It was sometime in that month. Like the 4th, I think. Yes. And sure, Reaganomics may have hurt the economy, but I can forgive him for that. And he was a wonderful actor. That's where he met his first wife, Jane Wyman. Number 7, Theodore Roosevelt. Roosevelt charged up San Juan Hill and said, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." When he ran on his own in 1904, he beat Alton Parker, fellow New York, in a landslide. This was the second election in which two candidates lived in the same state, something that would happen again in 1920, 1940 and 44, and 2016. Number 6, Franklin D. Roosevelt. That's right, Teddy's fifth cousin. Roosevelt helped us survive the Great Depression, gave us the 3 R's, relief, recovery, and release. I think that was the third one. And he gave us the Social Security Act so that people about 67 didn't have to work anymore. I can thank him for that. Number 5. Let me think real quick. George Washington. Yes, our first president. You may be surprised I'm not putting him higher, but Washington led us through the Revolutionary War and pretty much set all examples for presidents. He warned against political parties. Since then, it has divided the country. Number 4, Ulysses S. Grant. Now, this may be a surprise, but I say he was a great general in the Civil War, and he fought for us during Reconstruction when the southern states were still healing. Number 3, George W. Bush. Bush is still alive today, so I hope he watches this. I can thank him for our comfort during 9/11. Sure, we may have had the Great Recession, but I can forgive him for that. But you know who was better than that? Number 2, George H.W. Bush. Yes, George W.'s dad. He said, "Read my lips. No new taxes." Sure, he may have raised taxes after all, but I can forgive him for that. And his leadership during the Persian Gulf War was amazing. Plus, he was the oldest living president until Jimmy Carter. And my favorite president of all time is Abraham Lincoln, which many of you already know. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president, led us through the Civil War, helped the North and South unite. If it weren't for him, Southern states would have been the Confederate States of America forever. And next week, you better make sure you tune in, because I'm going to do the worst 10 presidents of all time. Who will be on that list? Tune in next week to find out. Make sure you like and subscribe to see more.